What's up everybody? So today is a pretty awesome day. I am at Specialty Car Company taking a look at the all-new 2017 Acura NSX. Huge shout out to them for allowing me to come down here, take a look at this car for the day. Definitely check out their website in the description below. Like we all know, this is the brand new hybrid supercar from the Acura division of Honda. So let's hurry up and get into this video and check out the all-new NSX. And the model we're looking at today is finished off in casino white, has the carbon ceramic disc brakes, red calipers, and has a sticker price of just over $200,000. The drivetrain of the new NSX starts off with a hand-built 3.5-liter six-cylinder engine. It has two turbos, both are twin scroll. The engine itself produces 500 horsepower and 406 pound-feet of torque. And then with the hybrid system, we have an electric motor in between the engine and the transmission. And then for the front wheels, there's one electric motor for each wheel. The total output of the car is now 573 horsepower and 476 pound-feet of torque. And it has Acura's Sport Hybrid Super Handling all-wheel drive. The car has a 9-speed dual-clutch transmission. First gear primarily used for launching, and ninth gear is a cruising gear, so technically it's a close ratio dual-clutch with 2 extra gears. As far as the performance figures go with the new car, 0 to 60 is claimed at 2.7 seconds, 0 to 100 comes in around 7 seconds, overall top speed is 191 miles per hour, and the combined fuel economy is around 21-22 mpg. The overall curb weight is over 3,800 pounds, has a wheelbase of 103.5 inches, an overall height of 47.8 inches, a length of 176, and a width of 76.3 inches. With the carbon ceramic disc brakes, the car saves about 52 pounds. They measure 15 inches up front with a 6-piston Brembo brake caliper, and then in the rear we have a 14-inch rear disc with a 4-piston Brembo brake caliper. The brakes can stop the car from 70 to 0 in 142 feet and has hybrid regenerative braking. The entire chassis of the car is made from ultra-rigid space frame aluminum, and the suspension has a magnetic ride control, and the magnetic dampeners respond 1,000 times per second depending on the variations in the road. All the designs with the NSX are functional and of course good looking. Very sharp styling in every line. Every single line of the vehicle does serve a purpose, and there are 10 functional air intake vents throughout the whole vehicle. On the front end we have intake vents on each side for oil coolers. More air goes in through the center to cool the radiator and heat exchangers. We have heat extraction vents up top. Another extraction vent in the front quarter panel. Large intakes on the side for the intercoolers, and it also serves as a spoiler. The air can just go right through there, up and over, pulling some heat out of the engine. We got the dry carbon fiber spoiler. Finishing up with the rear, more heat extraction vents. You can see the exhaust back in there. The rear end has a great look, more sharp points. The carbon spoiler comes to a point in the center. Got your backup camera, parking sensors, dry carbon in the diffuser with a blacked out exhaust tip. 20-inch wheels in the rear. Then coming up front we have 19s. The Acura LED headlamps. Insanely aggressive front end. And then for the side profile, just like any mid-engine supercar, great proportions front and rear. More fantastic styling. Then finishing up with the roof. This has a full gloss carbon fiber roof. And now with the key, we'll go ahead and take a look at the interior. Once you hit the unlock button, the door handles will automatically pop open, giving you a nice handle to go ahead and open up the door. This car only has 4 miles on it. We'll just get a good look at the driver's seat first. All your power adjustments, lumbar support, red leather, perforated red leather, all black alcantara with red stitching. And then we'll show the door panel on the other side in just a second. The steering wheel has more dry carbon fiber, black leather, more carbon on the top, black leather along the dashboard with more carbon fiber. And now inside the vehicle, with my foot on the brake, I'll go ahead and press the engine start-stop button. All your digital displays. Steering wheel feels great in the hands, great bolsters to hold on to. Large aluminum paddle shifters on the back side. All your steering wheel controls, your audio and radio and cruise control. Flat bottom design and somewhat of a flat bottom up top. Over on the left side, we have your parking sensors and traction control. One of the air vents. Coming along the leather and carbon fiber dash. Some white stitching. Your whole infotainment setup. Go through the volume. Then all your climate control settings, just going with your temperatures, your different modes, viewing the entire thing. And then under the screen we have your dynamic mode. If we're all the way on the left, we're in the EV mode, the quiet mode. You can see the different colors to show how much performance there is. One more to the right puts it in sport mode. Sport Plus mode, the engine turned back on, and then if we hold it down to the right, it'll go into track mode. The all-electric mode is also called the quiet mode. Pure electric, obviously it's going to be insanely quiet. The default mode is sport mode, has a nice throaty sound from the engine, and has gray gauges. And then the Sport Plus mode, you'll have faster shifting, aggressive throttle mapping, red gauges, a yellow contrail on the tack, and the full exhaust sound. And then of course track mode is the most aggressive setting, and all the parameters are for the quickest lap times as possible. And track mode also enables launch control. And then just below that we have your heated seats, your different transmission settings, which I'll show you in just a second. Beautiful red leather on the whole center tunnel. Your electronic parking brake as well as the brake hold. Great looking dash with some futuristic colors and shapes. Some more silver along it, alcantara down here. Check out the glove box space. Actually pretty decent amount of space in there, not too bad. Then a nice look at the other door panel. Armrests are all red leather for this car. Your window switch, your grab handle, the door release. You have alcantara leather on it. Coming up to the headliner, this has a full black alcantara headliner. You have all your garage door buttons. And then in between each seats is the speaker system. You have a little glove box down here. A little bit of space down there. And then to go through all the different gears, when you put your foot on the brake, all you do is hit the D/M button. That'll put you into first gear drive. You just let off your brake and the car will roll just a little bit. Then with your foot back on the brake, push reverse, hold it back one, put you in reverse. The backup camera pops up, let your foot off the brake and you'll start to go in reverse. Then back for park, just hit the button. And then same for neutral, and then the parking brake, of course. Pull it up to engage it. Awesome looking gauges. We'll go into the Sport Plus mode. Then a great view behind the engine. All the carbon fiber. Frameless mirror. Then the mirrors give you a great look at the intakes for the intercooler. And right now we are in EV mode. I'll put it into drive, and we're now gonna drive pure electric mode right there. And then just flipping this. Sport Plus mode, the engine's back on. Putting it back in reverse. The car also has 4 cubic feet of cargo space, so you just take the key, hold down the trunk button, and it'll pop open. So now we can take a look at the entire engine bay, all dry carbon fiber, which looks incredible. This one is number 468. And all the NSX models are built in Ohio. And like I said, hand-built engine, such a work of art. Actually, quite a lot of trunk space down here. You could probably fit 2 nice pieces of luggage in there. And then to take a look up front, there's a little lever right here. That'll open up the front space. It latches over on this right side. No storage down here. This is mainly just all the cooling system. The front electric motors are down back there somewhere. But you got your front radiator right here, power steering and other things, the top of the magnetic suspension. You can see the fender liners as well, and the heat extraction vents. We'll take another look at the other side of the car. Just hit the unlock button again. Those things pop right open. Very cool. Now we got a good view of the whole door panel. All the red leather on it looks fantastic with this whole color combo. Alcantara, grab handle, white stitching. Then another look at the dash. Definitely a futuristic looking car. I think Acura really nailed the whole design of it. Looks insanely sharp. And with its competitors being the McLaren 570S and the Lamborghini Huracan, I think this fits right up with the two. The 2017 Acura NSX is truly the car of the future. The exterior styling is far from anything I've ever seen. Insanely sharp looks all around. Honestly, one of the best cars I've ever seen in person. The entire drivetrain is how the car industry is gonna be going. As more and more big engine, high powerful gas-only engines are being phased out for more efficient turbochargers, this car is just like we're seeing with the Porsche 918, McLaren P1, and Ferrari LaFerrari, but for a much lower price point. I really do think this car is what the future is calling for. Twin turbo V6 engine, 3 different electric motors, has 2 different battery packs. The main battery pack is parallel with both front and rear axles, located right where the rear firewall would be. And then the secondary battery pack is along the center tunnel, running perpendicular to the front and rear wheels. But the NSX has insane power figures, mid 500 horsepowers, sub 3 seconds 0 to 60 time, nearly a 200 mile an hour top speed, and definitely a futuristic drivetrain. Well, there you go, everybody. That is a full walk around and review, taking a look at the all-new 2017 Acura NSX. Huge shout out to Specialty Car Company for allowing me to take a look at this vehicle. I do not know when the next time I'll be able to check out one of these in person will be, so huge opportunity. Definitely check them out in the description below. Also, huge thank you to Champion Car Company and Maserati Lover 101 on Instagram. They helped me out with getting in contact with this car, so definitely huge shout out to all 3 different companies and people. But yeah, that is the new NSX, the car of the future. The exterior styling is fantastic. Sharp lines, it looks incredible. The interior is very comfortable, pretty good visibility too for a mid-engine supercar like this. But I think the drivetrain is what you're really paying for with this kind of car. It has similar things you're finding in the $1 million P1 LaFerrari 918, and yet it's less than $250,000, and it's somewhat of a production vehicle, so people are gonna be able to get their hands on this kind of car as time goes on. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Be sure to give us a high five and subscribe. Don't forget to like our Facebook page and follow us on Instagram for quite a few photos of the new NSX. That was definitely so cool to check it out and even drive it for a few feet. That was pretty awesome. So thank you all for watching. We'll see you all next video.